Hello, this is Lee Delves with the Photoshop Skills task sheet. The first task is to create a transparent template. So you go to File, New, and then you can put in the dimensions and the resolution of the template here. Also on the background contents, make sure it's transparent, click OK. This will be the template. To import an image, you go to wherever it's saved on your computer. So say for here, you can then drag it into Photoshop and it will appear like this. To resize an image, you can press Ctrl and T and you can see these little boxes come around the image. If you hold Shift and then drag the corners, the image will be resized but it will maintain its proportions. So then you can just press a tick once you've resized the image. To crop the image, go to the crop tool. You then select the area of the image you'd like to keep. So say if I want this much, you click there, drag it across and then press the tick at the top to crop the image. To add text to the image, you can use the text tool here on the left. Just drag to the area you want to type into and type whatever you want. To rotate an image, you can press Ctrl T again and either hover over the outside and you'll get the curvy arrow with the two arrows, and you can rotate to a certain amount depending on what you want. An alternative way would be to Ctrl T again, but this time right click and rotate 180, 90 clockwise or 90 counterclockwise. To create a new layer, go to Layer at the top and go to Layer at the top, New, and then Layer. This will create a new layer. Remove the background from the image. For this you can use the polygon lasso tool. You can press Ctrl and space to zoom into your image. You can then use this to mask around the area of the image you'd like to save. So for here I'll go along the roof line and mask across this quickly. And then mask across the background here. Press Ctrl and minus to zoom out and just join up the line and you'll get this mask going across here. You can right click, you can adjust the feather of this. I put it to 0.5 just for a smoother line. You can then press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. This will duplicate that area, so if you hide the original image you'll get the new image without the background. To insert a shape, you can use this tool at the top. So if you wanted to use a circle, you could create this, right click and then fill with a colour. That'd make a green circle obviously. So if we just undo that. Another way would be to use this shape tool in the bottom left to create the shape of whatever you want. To add a background colour or another image to the original, you can drag in another photo into Photoshop. You can then put it into your original template like this. Make sure the layers are correct, because obviously this layer is in front of the original, so obviously you can't see the house, but when we adjust the layers you can see the house in the foreground. You can then adjust this background image to however you want it to look like that. To select a section of the image and create a new layer with it, you can use one of these tools or the polygon lasso tool and just select the area. You then press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. That'll create a new layer of that area. With that you can obviously rotate it or do whatever you want to it. From that you can reveal your text layer again and use the character and paragraph tool. With this you can adjust the width of your text, the height, depending on what you want. You can also adjust if it's bold, etc. You can also adjust the size and the paragraphing. And to add a colour overlay to the image, we can select the background. You can go right click, blend in options, and you can go to colour overlay With this you can change the opacity of the colour, you can also change the colour itself and the blending options of the colour. An alternative way would be to go to Image, Adjustments, Hue/Saturation. With this you can press Colorize, and then from there you can adjust the saturation and the colour of the background. If you take off Colorize, you can just rotate the hue of the background as well. And that's the Photoshop skills task. Thank you for watching.